When it comes to red carpets, nothing tops the Met Gala. Every year, celebrities go all out, making sure they not only show up, but show out for the theme. Today, we're taking a nostalgic trip through some of the most thrilling Met Gala fashion moments that left us obsessed over the years. Starting with the 2024 carpet, Demi Moore gave us everything in a stunning Harris Reed creation. That look alone deserves a standing ovation.
How heavy is this dress?
Actually, it's not heavy at all.
Actually, Demi has been a Met Gala pro for a while. Way back in 2001, for the Jacqueline Kennedy The White House Years theme, she wore a dazzling gold gown that just screamed old-school glamour.
Okay, so this was, I think, my very first Met ball.
And fun fact, Jacqueline Kennedy herself once hit the Met Gala red carpet, too. In 1979, she showed up in Valentino for the Fashions of the Habsburg Era theme, making historical fashion look effortlessly chic. But honestly, would we expect anything less? Jackie O never missed. While we're on the subject of royalty, we have to talk about Princess Diana's unforgettable appearance at the 1996 Met Gala. Her breathtaking Dior dress by John Galliano was pure magic, soft, regal, and absolutely iconic, just as Diana herself. Now, flipping to 2003, the year when Nicole Kidman and Gisele Bündchen both nailed the Goddess the Classical Mode theme. They looked absolutely ethereal, like real goddesses floating down the red carpet. Also, Scarlett Johansson's 2004 yellow satin gown for the Dangerous Liaisons theme was pure romance. Beautiful, soft, and totally unforgettable. Alexander McQueen and Sarah Jessica Parker shut down the red carpet in 2006, stepping out in matching tartan looks that perfectly captured the Anglomania theme. What a power duo.
Everybody loved him because he was such a touching person.
Fast forward to 2007, when Cate Blanchett blessed the Met steps for the Poiré King of Fashion theme. She wore Balenciaga and somehow managed to look both fierce and elegant at the same time. A true queen move.
The first time I went to the Met Ball, and I went with Nicolas Gasquier when he was at Balenciaga. So we just shot with Irving Penn that day, and Nicolas had done his take on an Elizabethan garment.
Jumping to 1985, Cher completely understood the assignment for the Costumes of Royal India theme, wearing a super embellished ultra glam piece. Honestly, when does Cher not bring it? And you know we can't talk Met Gala without mentioning Kate Moss. Her 1995 slip dress was classic, effortless, and so Kate. Now, if we're talking about scene stealers, we have to bring up Rihanna. Her 2015 Met Gala look wasn't just memorable, it was the definition of iconic.
I saw this beautiful piece on the internet. I was looking through, researching Chinese couture. And it's made by Gupe.
This is beautiful.
She's a Chinese couturier.
And just when you thought she couldn't top herself, she did it again in 2018 for the Heavenly Bodies Fashion and the Catholic Imagination theme, dressed in Maison Margiela. The dedication to the theme? 10 out of 10.
They beaded this by hand, and it would be a sin not to wear it.
And speaking of the 2024 carpet again, Zendaya did what she always does, completely nailed it. She showed up in a stunning Maison Margiela look, complete with a dramatic headpiece. Smoky, mysterious, and pure perfection. Also, let's not forget Zendaya's 2018 moment when she transformed into a modern-day Joan of Arc in Atelier Versace. Zendaya doesn't just follow the theme, she becomes the theme. That same year, Gigi Hadid stunned in a stained glass-inspired Versace gown that looked like a true piece of wearable art. She looked just incredible.
Here we go, it's all like angelic, glowing.
Next, Anne Hathaway gave us an edgy surprise in 2023 with her Versace safety pin look. It was unexpected, bold, and exactly why we fell in love with it.
But yeah, I think it's kind of this, it was meant to be sort of a marriage between Versace and Chanel.
And remember Lady Gaga in 2019? Of course you do. She turned the Met steps into her personal runway with not one, but 4 Brandon Maxwell looks.
She arrived in Brandon Maxwell and unveiled 4 outfits in front of the admiring crowd. A camp performance indeed.
Now, you can't talk about the Met Gala without mentioning the woman behind it all, Anna Wintour. She's been chairing the event since 1995, but even before that, in 1989, she attended dressed perfectly on theme for the Age of Napoleon. Blake Lively also gave us many major moments. In 2022, as a co-chair of the event, she arrived in a custom Versace gown. The dress stunned as it transformed right before our eyes from a copper masterpiece to an oxidized green, mirroring the Statue of Liberty's aging.
Tailing from the Empire State Building, some of the draping from the Statue of Liberty.
Wow.
This is the constellations from Grand Central Station painted there. And then my crown has 7 spikes because the Statue of Liberty.
And in 2018, her Versace gown was nothing short of regal. The theme was heavenly bodies, fashion, and the Catholic imagination, and she took it very seriously. She wore a custom Versace gown with intricate beading, a dramatic train, and a matching halo headpiece by Lorraine Schwartz.
Is without a doubt my favorite look of all time.
Last year also brought its share of stunning Met Gala dresses that will go down in history. The theme, Garden of Time, had guests embrace the allure of flowers and gardens, symbolizing how beauty doesn't last forever. Many celebrities chose to wear naked dresses, embodying that untouched, pure beauty of nature. Emily Ratajkowski stunned in a vintage Versace number, leaving little to the imagination. A bold choice indeed. Meanwhile, Brie Larson took a more cautious approach, layering an opaque undergarment beneath her dress. Well, she ended up looking like a dew-sprinkled carrot in a garden net. Quite on theme, don't you think? Of course, Kim Kardashian couldn't resist joining the trend, donning a mesmerizing John Galliano creation with a metallic corset and sheer fabric below. Her cinched waist left us in awe. It was one of the best dresses of the night, in our opinion. Elle Fanning looked like a frozen flower princess in her sparkly Balmain gown with bird details. Elsa would have envied her.
I played Sleeping Beauty and
Yes.
Maleficent.
Yes.
So I was like, well, I have to pay homage to her a little bit.
Absolutely.
Phoebe Dynevor's romantic gown is the first full custom Victoria Beckham look at the Met Gala. She looked as if she came straight out of a fairy tale.
We wanted something fragile for the theme and something elegant and beautiful. And
then Doja Cat surprised everyone in a wet t-shirt kind of dress. It was different for sure, but that's her style. Always unexpected. She reminded us of classic characters like Mr. Darcy and Anthony Bridgerton in those lake scenes. So maybe it was the inspo.
But my flower of choice is the most used flower, and it's cotton. And so I wanted to do a white t-shirt.
Despite the Garden of Time theme, many celebrities opted for dresses that resembled wedding gowns. We think it is a lazy choice for the Met Gala. But hey, who can resist the allure of playing dress-up as a blushing bride, even if it's not your big day? Kaya Gerber chose a subtle, all-white look by Prada, adorned with shimmery, scale-like embroidery throughout. While it may not scream sleeping beauty, it certainly feels like a nod to the mythical mermaid, or maybe to a garden fish.
This is Prada,
Beautiful.
and I feel like a big fish.
Michelle Williams looked like a dreamy cloud in her flowing Chanel gown, with puffed sleeves that resembled flighty wings. Truly ethereal. Meanwhile, Nicole Kidman stunned in a Balenciaga gown inspired by a Cristobal Balenciaga haute couture piece. The gown featured tiers of feathered details. Absolutely beautiful.
It was based on a dress from 1951 by Balenciaga.
Miss Ariana Grande dazzled in a Loewe gown featuring a corset-style top with mosaic-like detailing that reflected faint pinks and blues underneath the lights. While undeniably beautiful, the look lacked the grandeur expected for this event. Ariana, you could have given us more. And then there's Kylie Jenner, who arrived in an off-white Oscar de la Renta gown. It is perfect for a wedding. Not the most glamorous night of the year. At least she had a flower in her hair to match the theme somehow. But hey, maybe she's dropping hints that she's expecting a ring from Timothée Chalamet. Then girl, do what you need to do. Joining the wedding-like dress trend were Lily James and Erdem, Kris Jenner and Oscar de la Renta, and Madeline Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. Brides-to-be, take note for your own inspiration. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about those unexpected metallic dresses that grabbed our attention on the red carpet. Amanda Seyfried went as far as to dye her hair silver to match her diamond crown. She looked like she came straight out of Swan Lake. Out with the old black and white swans, in with the new silver swan, Amanda Seyfried.
My team, I let them do whatever the F they want.
Keke Palmer and Venus Williams also donned the shimmering metallic looks from Marc Jacobs. And Serena Williams? She rocked the metallic trend just like her sister. Her Balenciaga outfit made her shine like a trophy. Perfect for the champ she is. Speaking of gold, Elizabeth Debicki. She glowed in her golden Dior gown and flowery hair decorations. It's funny though, metallic doesn't quite fit the theme, but hey, they were definitely sparkling. Now, it's time to shine a spotlight on the stars who truly stole the show at the Met Gala. An absolute diamond of the night is Zendaya. But wait, Zendaya didn't settle for just one jaw-dropping look. This Givenchy ensemble was just her second best of the night. And this is how you dress to the Met Gala. Much like Zendaya, Davine Joy Randolph turned heads in a black and blue gown by Zac Posen from The Gap. Even though it wasn't exactly on theme, she looked absolutely fabulous and proved that denim can be red carpet worthy. Gigi Hadid wowed everyone in a floral gown by Thom Browne that was both intricate and fresh. She looked like a real garden nymph.
I'm literally wearing a sculpture by Thom Browne and his team.
Bad Bunny is also among the celebs who take the Met Gala seriously. This time, his Maison Margiela artisanal ensemble was straight out of a dark romance novel. Boys learn, just throwing on a black suit won't cut it. The Queen of Met, Sarah Jessica Parker, brought her A-game with a romantic and sculptural outfit by Richard Quinn. While it may not have been her most out-there look, it was perfectly suited for the occasion. Lana Del Rey made a grand entrance in a vintage Alexander McQueen dress that looked like it came right out of a Shakespearean play, reminiscent of Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Absolutely breathtaking. Barry Keoghan stood out among a few men who didn't disappoint at this year's Met Gala. His Burberry suit had a whimsical Victorian vibe, and honestly, he looked like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, in a good way. This year marks Tyla's truly memorable Met Gala debut. She made a clever interpretation of the theme with a perfectly tailored dress and a standout Balmain handbag.
We really wanted it to be special and take our time, so
Yep, you look amazing.
And let's give a shout out to Ashley Graham, Taylor Russell, Harris Reed, Lena Mahfouf, and Isa Gonzalez. They absolutely slayed the red carpet too, serving up some serious style moments that we won't be forgetting anytime soon. Now we want to hear from you. Who do you think absolutely nailed their look at the 2024 Met Gala? Share your thoughts in the comments below.